Hey guys, so what's up and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ilona and I'm also known as Chikara Transformations. I'm an online health and fitness coach and I'm also a bodybuilder. And I'm actually currently in prep. I'm going to be competing on the 8th of July in Portugal on the Amateur Olympia, trying to get my Wellness Pro card, potentially for the last time. We will see. So if you're curious to see what I do in terms of eating, training and all of that, be sure to check out my shorts and also be sure to check out my second channel, Chikara Vlogs. It's all listed down below. I'm very open and honest and transparent about everything that I do on my journey, including juicy vitamins, including how I'm feeling, etc, etc. So if you're curious about that, check that out. And if you're curious about coaching, I have some availability for one-to-one coaching. I'm not 100% sure at this time of filming, so email me to be sure. With that comes weekly check-ins where I will talk to you via FaceTime, on WhatsApp, and I write you bespoke training and nutrition plans. Or what you can do if you're interested is join the 8-week transformation. Or what you can do if you're interested is join the Phoenix Rising, which is an 8-week transformation program where the training is set out, created over 8 weeks with semi-bespoke nutrition. And then there is also email check-in options where we go over changes that can be made. And there's weekly live streams, there's access to Discord, etc. If you want the check-ins, it's more money. If you want to be part of the competition where the best transformation can win a cash prize, that's also a certain price, which is for the 8 weeks. But at any time, you can purchase this a training plan or a nutrition and a training plan. But today we're going to be looking at some fat positivity TikToks because we like that over here. We're looking at a channel called ChunkyMak. I've never actually heard of her. I don't think I've ever seen her on the farms either, but maybe she has been featured. But she does a lot of TikToks where she is in her underwear. She's always talking about like big people and stuff like that. So let me put my phone to mute because otherwise it's going to be annoying when I get notifications. Let me scooch over. Hey, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. No? Okay. Let's see what she has to say. So we'll just scroll back a few TikToks and go from there, I guess. So obviously, I think this girl does a lot of TikToks with music. So that means that I'm going to have to mute it because otherwise I get copyrighted. When I die, don't look for me in the sunset. Find me in the McDonald's fries. I don't get it. It's not really funny though, is it, if you're obese? TikTok versus Instagram followers. She does very well though. And that's not to be like mean or like that's not because she's a big girl. She just doesn't know how to dance very well, to be honest. I love my body when I lose 50 pounds. There comes a day when you're going to look around. Find happiness in your body. Just has she lost weight though? Because she's got like a lot of loose skin, eh?
This is a fat person problem. If you're not fat, keep scrolling. Okay, but my big fat arms. So
it's like she's got like 4 boobies.
At work, I am a behavior technician, as we all know. So I was doing trials with my client, and I went like, and my arm like went like it does, and all of a sudden my client goes, "It's jiggly." This is a fat person problem.
I guess she works with people that are maybe like have learning disabilities or something like that. Because I don't think somebody that is like normal, if you want, would say that. But I'm really surprised. Like, why is her fat so jiggly? Like, why is it hanging? Has she lost weight? She must have done, right? Because that's like, it looks like loose skin to me. It doesn't look like just. I mean, it is obviously fat as well, but it looks like loose skin as well.
Okay, so
and like on loose skin, sometimes people do message me about what exercises they can do for it. There's literally nothing you can do about loose skin, and that's very sad to say. Unless you fill the skin back out, you can't do nothing about it. So you have to remove it surgically. There's no creams, nothing really exists. Obviously, being healthy, like the tone underneath the body is going to change, but there's nothing you can do about loose skin, unfortunately. Okay, so my fiance and I went to Hungry Howie's, and this is what we got. What a 260-pound fat woman and gorgeous fiance. orders from Hungry Howie's.
Beyonce and I went to Hungry Howie's, and this is what we got. So first I got the pizza deluxe sub, and hold on, let me open it. This is what it looks like. And then
But like I don't mind pizza. I'm not a huge pizza fan. I have it literally like maybe 3 or 4 times a year, and it's not like the flex or anything. It's just I'm just not a huge pizza fan. Like my thing is baklava. Like I love baklava. I love banitsa. I'm more into like real foods. I like a drink sometimes. Not to get pissed up, but like I do like a drink. I do enjoy a glass of like prosecco or champagne and stuff like that. I do like myself a vodka. Not to get drunk, I just like to have like a slight buzz sort of thing. But I don't know, like to have like three or 4 pizzas is a bit much, isn't it? It's a bit unnecessary.
we got the cheese bread, obviously. How can you not?
I'm not a fan, personally, I'm not a fan of like these really thick, doughy pizzas. I like the thin crust. If I order Domino's, I always order like extra thin, which I haven't had Domino's since I lived in the UK, but my pizza preference is like the thinner crust, the crunchy crust. I'm not on the bready crust. It's not my thing.
Get cheese bread.
And also it's less calories if you have like the thinner crusts. But I don't do it for that reason. I prefer the taste. But if you are trying to be mindful and you're going to order pizza, but you still want to mind your calories, then order thinner crust.
And then, hold on, I'm just gonna pick up my phone, decided not to, so hope I don't drop the pizza. And then we got the bacon, ham, and pineapple stuffed crust pizza. Oh, it's called Howie Maui, I guess. So, but yeah, that's what we got. I'm gonna be eating I'm probably gonna have a bite of all of it, honestly. Fuck that.
I mean, it's like, for 2 people, it's quite a lot of food. If they eat it all, but you could eat from this for several days, I suppose. But as for 2 people, on the Sunday, on the Saturday night takeout. Fat people can't be healthy. Well, it kind of, obesity is literally a medical term, isn't it? For excess body fat. So it kind of goes against. I don't understand why people always have this discussion. Just because you're okay at that time or you have an alright returning blood panel, the fact that you are obese at the time, the fact that you're obese, which is literally a medical term, it goes against the whole big but healthy. It doesn't work. So she's saying actually fat people can be healthy as much as thin people can be unhealthy. Yeah, it's not deemed as normal, but it doesn't mean that it can't happen. And no, I'm not talking about myself. I eat unhealthy, but there are many mutuals who are healthy plus size women. And you don't have to take anything away from them when they have been working this hard. Working this hard for what? What to eat food and get obese. Getting obese is not difficult. It's easy. Like, it's actually really easy to get fat. It's like, you just don't mind your calories. And you just eat whatever you want and you don't exercise or minimize your activity. Now, I guess people will also like, oh, well, I guess you can be overweight and exercise, or you can be big and start exercising. But when you get to a certain point, like, you literally can't exercise properly or effectively or for longer periods of time because everything hurts. So that kind of goes against it. And like, yeah, you might at the time have like an okay blood panel, or you might not have all the diseases and all the complications that come with it, with obesity. But, you know, let's be real. How many obese people do you see that are over 40, 50, 60? And I don't mean like a little chunky. I mean like super morbidly obese, infinity fats, etc. You don't. And there's a reason for that.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
Yeah, I do.
Get you a man that does pimple patches with you. 1, show the other. 2, love him.
Get you a man that does pimple patches with you. I mean, I wouldn't wear stuff like that in public. I'm guessing that's what you do when you go outside, or where you are overnight sort of thing. I have pimple patches too, but they're skin colored. Not any right now. My skin's actually white at the moment, for a change. It's because I'm not PMSing.
We found a spider in the house.
I am fat.
Jumped up onto
You asked me out to eat.
the couch. Since I was
I said sure.
up on the coffee,
So I ordered what I wanted.
should kill.
And you said you shouldn't be eating that.
No
I said I'll be eating what I want, thanks.
fuck that. You said come.
You said I was just trying to help.
You're a total
You're body positive,
anti-fighter, but you're
ally for fat liberation, but the whole world view collapses the moment a fat woman is happy with herself.
you shit like this brings the movement
Shit like this brings the body acceptance that gets up the movement down.
down. Everyone's a feminist until there is a
Everyone's body positive until a fat woman is happy with herself.
We
I mean, oh, it is annoying. I mean, it is annoying if you go out for dinner and, like, people judge you. Like, if I go out for dinner and I have a cheat meal, I eat a lot. But if I'm prepping, I don't. It just depends, really. Like, but I can eat. And it is annoying when people judge you for it. Like, it doesn't really happen, though. Normally speaking, especially if it's like a date or something, you're kind of a bit mindful on how you're eating. Just for the simple reason that, especially if it's the first time or something, it's just table manners, isn't it? To eat in a certain way and to just not sit there and gorge yourself. But I don't know, maybe it depends on the kind of restaurant you're going to as well. But yeah, I don't mind eating. I'm not opposed to ordering big meals, getting some meat on the bone. If I'm having a cheat meal, I'm having a cheat meal and I'm eating.
If you be the cash, I'll be the...
Normalizing soft jawlines. Meanwhile, here I'm sitting with my fucking chiseled. Just wait until I start prepping. When I get really lean, when I bite my jaws, you can start seeing the lines and stuff. But I have a really skinny face anyway, though. Like, that's one of the things. You can always tell when I'm dieting because I lose a lot of fat in my face. Not that I have a lot of fat in my face, but when I'm dieting, it becomes even worse. I become, like, really gaunt looking. That's why sometimes I get a bit filler here, and I get some filler done in, like, my hollow points, so I don't look so gaunt.
rubber band. Okay. If you be the cash.
I mean, she doesn't have a bad jawline. She has a jawline. I mean, like, I'm not worried about that. I have a really pointy face, so. You're lying. People that treat fat people don't treat fat people that badly. I'm pretty sure some fat people get treated badly. I grew up being mood at in the halls and stuff thrown at me in classrooms as an adult. I still have strangers doing that shit to me. Yeah, that's not cool. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, I do feel sorry for a lot of obese people because, like, I do think they experience a lot of negative things in life. However, the issue that I have for the most part is that they're trying to normalize it, but they're also trying to, like, people shouldn't be bullied at all. And having opinions or having criticism isn't bullying. There's a difference there. I genuinely want people to be healthy so that they can actually feel good about themselves. And I think the problem with this movement is that they're basically, they know that they're unhealthy and they know what they're doing is not good for them. And they know that socially, and, like, it's not even about being accepted, but they know that. Hold on, let me rephrase this. Basically, a lot of, especially women in fat acceptance, they are trying to force the aesthetic of fat bodies onto the mainstream media so that they can feel better about themselves. Because they're insecure at the core of it, right? Hi, do you want to come? Do you want to come? Come on then. Come on then. Come on then, Violet. No? Okay, don't need. Whereas, like, I know, and I can only refer this to myself, so I also know that the way my physique is abnormal, and it's not an aesthetic that socially is accepted, or that or that a lot of normal men are going to find attractive. The only difference is that what I do for myself, the only difference is that what I do with my body, it requires a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of time and effort, a lot of pain, sweat, tears. Everything has gone into the way that I look for nearly a decade. This is not something that's happened by me just eating whatever I want, being lazy, and forcing an aesthetic onto society. Now, if people don't like the way that I look, that's cool. Like, I genuinely don't care because I like the way that I look. My boyfriend loves the way that I look. And in general, it's obviously, I know that like fit bodies are socially more accepted, but I get stared at, especially here in Bulgaria. If it's summertime, trust and believe. If I walk around in the summer, I'm heavily tattooed. I'm very tall. I'm a foreigner, clearly. And on top of that, I'm buff as fuck. And if I'm shredded, like, I'm freaky looking. So people do stare, people gawk, people like give me shitty looks. Like it happens to me as well. I get fit shamed, if you like. The issue with fat acceptance and body positivity is that they are trying to force that aesthetic of finding an obese body attractive onto the mainstream media. And I think in fitness the difference is genuinely people don't care. Like you will look at some of the female bodybuilders, like the female bodybuilding as in the category, the really big women with the giant muscles. And they take a lot of gear, and they do look very masculine because they have taken testosterone. They don't give a shit whether or not they are pleasing to the general public because they have worked so hard. They have done, they have made certain choices to look a certain way, and like whether or not the general public approves of that, they don't really care. Whereas with fat acceptance, they really do care. They really they want people to find them beautiful. They don't do this for themselves. They do this to be accepted. And like that's the difference, in my opinion, in a very long-winded way. I was on diets throughout my whole childhood and was always taught to find something healthier down to dressings. I used to on freaking salads. I mean, like, well, you know, like yes, a salad can be unhealthy. Just because you have a green leaf on your plate, if you drench that shit in mayonnaise or ranch, yeah, it's unhealthy. This is also a mindset thing. Just because it's green and it's a salad, that doesn't mean it's healthy. Or, I mean, it has more nutritional benefits, but it can still be very high in calories and bad for you. I developed BED from all the dieting and spent years to reverse what I did to my body. Just because I'm fat. I mean, you look really unhealthy. She looks really unhealthy. Does she deserve to be bullied? No, she doesn't. Is her body pretty? No. I don't find anything about her body pleasing to look at, to be honest. I think she has a quite unfortunate fat distribution. But besides that point, I like a different aesthetic.
What I eat in a day as a 260-pound fat and gorgeous.
What I eat in a day as a 260-pound fat and gorgeous woman. Like, why do you have to call yourself gorgeous? If you find yourself gorgeous, do you have to really add that in there?
Just woman. First I had
some water and candy heart grapes while in the
some water and some candy heart grapes while in the bath.
Starting your day with sugar, that's a good idea.
Then I had some PB&J bites.
PB&J bites, I don't know what that is, but that sounds delicious. Energy drink, not very healthy.
Along with a strawberry watermelon prime energy drink. I snacked on some freeze-dried Skittles.
So processed candy, carbs.
Then I had some buttered noodles with some Hawaiian chicken.
Is that all she had? Don't think so.
And I had some ice cream with...
She literally only eats fucking sugars, eh? Although that's 0 sugar Coke. I'm jealous of that.
I had some little bite.
Does she eat any real food? The only real food I've seen is kind of that chicken, and that was covered in a sugary dressing, marinade.
And...
That's not a protein bar. No, that's not a protein bar. No. That's a candy bar.
Then I had the rest of the freeze-dried Skittles while playing Skip-Bo. Then I had...
She's literally had more carbs. Like, I eat a lot of carbohydrates in my diet, but she's had more sugary carbs in this day of eating than I've had in a whole year.
A piece of bread, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're 260 pounds if you only eat candy. Where's the real food? Like, she literally just has sugar. Literally sugar all day long. Fat people choose to be treated badly. Constantly gaslit by doctors. Bullied if I ever had a crush on it. Always on a diet as a kid and now struggling with it as an adult. But I choose this just because I'm fat. I can't leave my house without getting made fun of at least once. I choose this because I'm fat. I mean, like, if you're that bothered about it, then do something about it, innit? Look, if you're that bothered about if you're truly, like I was saying earlier, I have people stare at me. I have people go, oh, but Violet, this is the third. Do you want to come then or not? Come on then. No, okay. This is the third. She's being fucking needy today. I don't know why. So like I was saying earlier, I have people stare at me, I have people gawk at me, I sometimes get nasty comments or people just look at me in disgust. I don't really care, to be honest, because guess what? I like the way that I look. If you really like the way that you look, you wouldn't care about what other people think and say and do. Like, is it nice? No, it's not nice, but it's part of life. People are going to have opinions. Like all of these things that she's saying is like, oh well, you haven't doctors have bias as well. A doctor being gaslit by doctors, being obese is unhealthy. Your doctor should tell you that it's unhealthy and to do something about your weight. And if they're a bad doctor. About the diets. Yeah, I mean, like the about the crushes. I mean, haven't we all had a crush on somebody and it wasn't reciprocated? I know it's happened to me, that's for sure. Especially when I was a kid. I was never exactly the most popular girl when I was a kid, and or when I was younger at least. And then about what else did she say about diets? It's not about diet. It's about lifestyle. It's about just wanting to eat healthy. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't fail your diets if you're like only eating Skittles and sprinkles and ice creams and stuff like that. Yeah, of course. You need to eat food. You need to learn to eat real food. You need to learn to enjoy eating real food and eating that kind of stuff in moderation. Anyway, guys, I am going to call it a day for now because I need some more freaking coffee. Oh, I don't walk my dog. Oh, and then I'm going to train with my upper body. I don't train my upper body very much. And I don't train my arms. I haven't trained my arms in almost a year. I do train my shoulders though. But anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks a lot for watching. Do be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Oh, if you're not getting notifications, it might be worth turning your notifications on and off. Some people were mentioning that in some of my videos. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe. It makes a difference. And like doing things like commenting as well and liking, etc. It all really does make a difference. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Let's insert a pink heart emoji of any kind. Comment, like, subscribe. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.